Tom Hiddleston got a story's Loki. I'm gonna say yes, he's going to die. There's no way that Doom is gonna be able to create Battle World with Loki still being at the end of time, holding everything together. I think Doom is probably going to be trying to get to Loki in this film. That very well could be where he becomes God Emperor Doom. This could also be our other Molecule Man replacement, just because I don't think there's enough time to introduce the Beyonders, Owen Reese. It would kind of suck to have Loki be killed off again at the beginning of an Avengers film, but if this is how they do it, I wouldn't be too upset. Next, we have Patrick Stewart, Professor X, and I briefly already talked about this. I believe Patrick Stewart is going to be dying in this film. This is his final acting role. He is retiring after this film, and I think he's going to be giving one hell of a send-off to the character and the X-Men, and his death is going to be extremely sad. You can't have Professor X without Magneto, Ian McKellen. I'm 110% going to say that Magneto is going to be dying in this film. There are reports of him defending his mutant utopia against threats. I think we're really going to get to see Magneto shine here, and hopefully really get shown why he is an Omega-level mutant. Next is Alan Cumming Nightcrawler. I'm going to leave this as a maybe. We know that he's going to be fighting Reed Richards in this film. We don't know if he's going to be returning for Secret Wars, but that's really about it. I don't have a whole lot for Nightcrawler just because he's kind of a character that could be in there for 5 minutes or 5 hours, and I don't really know how big of a role he's going to play, and because of that, I'm going to leave it as maybe. Rebecca Romijn Mystique is next, and I'm going to say no. I think she's going to be one of the few remaining X-Men that survive post Doomsday and into Secret Wars. I would love to hear how big of a role you think Mystique is going to be playing in this film. I'm not entirely sure, but I don't think she's going to be killed off. James Marsden Cyclops is next, and I'm going to say no, but if it does happen, I would not be surprised. I could see Scott sacrificing himself in some way. At the same time, I could see that also going to Charles and Scott being left to lead them. So I'm going to say no. Again, with Mystique, I feel like he might be one of the few surviving X-Men. At the same time, this would be one hell of a death, and it very well could happen. Remy LeBeau, Channing Tatum, Gambit is next. I'm going to say yes. I would hate for this to happen, but at the same time, Channing Tatum's getting up there in age, and we know that the X-Men are going to be rebooted post-Secret Wars with Jake Schreier's X-Men film, with a whole newer, younger cast. And I think Gambit is going to be one of the characters that gets recasted post-Secret Wars, and Channing is going to get one last time to shine as Gambit. And man, I'm going to be really fucking sad if this happens. Second to last, we have Reed Richards, Mr. Fantastic, played by Pedro Pascal, and there's no way that he's going to be killed off. He's returning from Secret Wars. Finally on this list, we have Robert Downey Jr., Victor Von Doom, Dr. Doom himself. There is no way that Doom is going to be getting killed off in Doomsday or Secret Wars. These are his movies, ultimately. Maybe post-Secret Wars he'll be recast, but I'm not entirely sure. But there is no way that Dr. Doom is going to be killed off. This is also just my list. I very well could be wrong, and I hope I am wrong with majority of these, just because I want to be fully surprised and shocked by these deaths in the film, but we will have to wait and see. Luckily though, the trailer drops in less than a month, and we won't have to wait that long. With all that being said, who do you think is going to be dying in Avengers Doomsday? Let me know in the comments down below. It's been Caden, or Cantina Talk, and I will see you in the next one.